Hey buddy, it's Cody. Today I'm breaking down a really fun little reel for finesse fishing, the Histar MS-X Youth Edition. If you're diving into BFS casting without wanting to spend a fortune, stick around, this one might surprise you. So first of all, you know I don't like to beat around the bush with anything. Is this reel worth your money? Absolutely. It is a great little entry into BFS, and that's why I bought it, and I've been incredibly impressed with it so far. So yes, it's worth the money. So now that that's out of the way, you can click off the video if you want, but if you want to, stick around for my thoughts and impressions on this guy, then stick around. Let's hop into it. First impressions, right out of the box, this reel feels light and compact, which is exactly what you want for a BFS setup. And if you combo it with a light rod, then it is a great little setup and it's easy to handle. Specs and build: the MS-X baitcaster sports a light carbon fiber reel leg, a super light aluminum spool, and double magnetic braking system that helps tame the spool on those light casts. Those features add up to a reel that's easy to dial in and comfortable for long sessions, and the ergonomic shape just fits incredible in your hand. Here's some of the spec rundowns. It has a lightweight design, feels balanced and agile on a finesse rod. It has the double magnetic braking system, which I mentioned before, and that's for easier cast control, especially with like 1 to 5 gram lures. You don't want to go anything lower than 1 gram though on this thing. It struggles in that regard. It has a ceramic wide angle line guide for smoother line flow on cast and retrieve, which is super nice. And it has a comfortable handle that doesn't chew up your fingers after hours of throwing. All of this combines into a reel that's ready to throw micro crankbaits, tiny spinners, and featherweight plastics without fighting you back. Let's talk about what really matters here, and that's the BFS performance. Once you dial in your brakes, this reel casts surprisingly well for the price. You won't be topping the distances of premium reels, but when you're pitching lightweight baits into tight cover or casting tiny spoons down a trout stream, the MS-X holds its own. The brake system is forgiving, especially if you're new to BFS, like I am. And once you get the tension right, backlash is minimal. That makes it a great choice for beginners and casual finesse anglers who want a dedicated lightweight setup without screwing around with premium pricing. My final thoughts on this reel: if you're just getting into BFS fishing or you want a light, easy to cast baitcaster without breaking the bank, the Histar MS-X Youth Edition is absolutely worth a look. It won't compete with $200 plus BFS reels in terms of materials or precision engineering, but for the price and performance, especially paired with a light rod, it's a solid entry-level reel that's easy to fish all day. Pros and cons: the pros are that it's lightweight and comfortable, has a forgiving magnetic braking system, and it's a great entry-level BFS performer. Cons: it's not as refined as a premium reel, and you might outgrow it if you start throwing sub 1 gram lures regularly. Like I said in the beginning, the Histar MS-X Youth Edition is definitely worth the money. It performs great, it has a great build quality, and it's just everything you want in a BFS setup. This is not my first BFS reel, but it's definitely my favorite BFS reel. So I guess that's it for this review. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want, hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out. As always, I'm Cody. Be safe, God bless, and we will see you on the next one. Oh, pretty nice one. There, pretty nice one. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice rainbow there. Very nice fish. Look at that. Beautiful rainbow trout. There you go, buddy.